Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So, for today we are talking about the sequels that I want to get to. So, if you have seen other videos, you do know that I do have some other sequels going around. But these are like, girl, you have to get to them. Some of these are like, I own some of these are like books that I haven't fully gotten to yet, you know. I have been thinking about these you should get to. Haven't got to it. Some of these are really scary. But yeah, let's just get to it. So the first one is A Clash of King. A Clash of King. This is the second one in A Game of Thrones. Haven't gotten to it. I'm terrified of this book because it's so long. And I really want George R.R. Martin to be done with the series so I can, get to all of the books. Because I really did like A Game of Thrones, but he's not done with it. So I don't want to, read. So I am like fully invested in the series and then get to the second to last book and like, well, now I have to wait until he's almost dead until I get this book. So A Game of Thrones it's I don't know how to explain this book because it's so complicated. You follow a bunch of different people who are kind of battling over the throne. Yeah, that was the short version. And I mean, usually everyone knows what A Game of Thrones is about because TV show. Basically, what I did I read the first book and then I watched the first season of the show. And after that, I didn't continue on because I didn't read the next book. Then we have Never Fade, which is the second book in... I don't remember the name of this series. Yeah, in a series. And the first book ended on a cliffhanger that I really want to know how are they going to move on after this. I might have to reread the first one. But I guess we will have to see how things turn out. I vaguely remember what it's about, but I don't remember fully. So I want to continue on with this series. So, and I own this book, so I don't know why I haven't continued on. Then we have Red Seas Under Red Skies, and this is the second book. Basically, this is the second book in the Gentleman's Bastard series. First book is something with Locke Lamora. And yeah, the second book, first one ended on a cliffhanger. I really want to know kind of what is going to happen after this. But the thing is, the series is not done, which sucks. I don't know if it's like going to be 3-4 books or something, or more. I don't know. But I think you might have gotten the third book, but it's still going... You still haven't gotten like the next one, so... Then you have Words of Radiance, and this is the sequel after The Way of Kings. These are long books. They are over 1,000 pages each. So they are scary. I started this book and I didn't like get to more than maybe 100 pages. So I really need to be in the mood for this, and when I am going to read this, I can't have a huge TBR. That is like, it's not possible. So I hope that I will have like one small TBR that I can read this one with as well. Then we have Royal Assassin, and this is the second book in... I don't remember the name. but it's about fates. And basically, in the first book, he is basically the bastard son of the prince, and then basically he is kind of, the people who take care of him don't want to take care of him anymore. So basically, they want him to meet his father. But before Fitz can reach the castle, basically his father abdicates the throne, and he is set to be raised by the stable hand. And the king decides that they should train him as an assassin because he is, you know, half in, half out. He's not good enough to be like a prince, but he can still mingle with that crowd, and he can mingle with the common people. So the first book was okay, but I really want to continue on, even though I didn't love this series. I want to continue on and see how things end, because this is a long series and a lot of people love it, and I really want to see how things go. Then we have Muse of Nightmares, which is the second book in Strange the Dreamer, and I need to see how this ends, and yeah, who knows? But I need to see how this ends. Yeah. And basically, in Strange the Dreamer, we are following Laszlo Strange, and he knows a lot of, he's really focused on like a city called Weep. And then people come from there, and he's able to travel with that back to Weep. That was the short version. So, then we have The Beast Warrior. This is the second book in the Beast Player series. So I think this is the last book, but it's huge. I really want to get to it. Now, you know, we're still following the same persons, but we are not like following in the same, there is no anime for this. So I have no idea what is going to happen in this. I vaguely knew what was going to happen in the first book because there was an anime made out of that first book. So yeah. Basically what I think I am going to do, just so I am, you know, vaguely remembering what was happening, I will watch the anime because I love the anime. It's, yeah, I cry and I'm happy and I'm rooting and a lot of things. So I really want to get to that. But we're basically following, I mean, in the books she's called Ellen, but in the show she's called Erin. But basically we are following her, and when she was little, her mother basically was a trainer of a warrior animals called Toda, and basically the Todas in her care, they died, and she was basically punished for it, and punished was death. So basically her mother saved her little girl, and now she's on her own, and it's kind of her journey throughout there. So I can't wait to see like what is going to happen. Then we have Girls of Storm and Shadows. This is the second book in Girls of Paper and Fire, and in this one we are following this girl, and she has golden eyes. And in this world you have three different castes. You have like paper caste, which is fully human. Don't remember the two other castes, but you have like half demons and a demon. And basically the king, he chooses 8 paper girls to be his concubines. But this year it's a 9th, and it's this girl. Check out the trigger warnings. This book is not for everyone, but I want to continue on. I really did like the first book and I want to continue on. Then we have The Silvered Serpents, which is the second book. The first is The Gilded Wolves, and I want to get to this. It's a heist story and I really want to finish this whole trilogy and see what's going to happen. And then we have Lover Unbound, and this is I think it's the fourth or fifth maybe book in the Black Dagger Brotherhood. And I don't know who we are following in this, but in this series you really need to read from the beginning, just because there are things you learn there that you kind of need later in the story, and you meet characters. So far I have been really loving these books. And then we have A Beautifully Foolish Endeavor, and this is the second book. The first is An Absolute Remarkable Thing. So we follow this girl who basically takes a picture with an artifact and gets famous for that. And then this is an alien, I think, or something. I don't know, I haven't read the book yet. So yeah, this is the second book I want to read. And then we have a Nordic king, and in this we are following different, Scandinavian princes. So you have, the first one is the Swedish prince, and then you have the King of Norway, or not King of Norway, Prince of Norway, and then you have this one is the Danish king. So I really love this series just because I am from Scandinavia myself, so it's really fun to see something kind of set up in here. And a lot of people say that a Nordic king is the best, so I will just have to see how I like it. And I've started this series. I didn't really love the first one, but continuing on. And I had The Wild Air, which is the second book on my TBR, and now I want to get to the not last one. It's like one or two left after this, but people say that this is the best one, so I really want to get to it. So that was all the sequels that I have on my plan, like this plan. Hopefully I will get to more, possibly not, because there are a lot of books that I have been, I want to read all these books and then I don't. So yeah, but that was all the books. I hope you liked this video, and I will see you next time for another video, which basically is tomorrow. So bye!